You know why I'm here. You know why I'm here. Wrestling Week in Review, podcast number 22. Still can't believe I'm calling it that because of the fact that I don't know why I'm calling it that, but I guess I just see myself. I don't know why. But you guys know why I'm here. And if you at times feel like I'm not completely fully here, don't worry, I am. I'm just currently playing a game that I did, in case there are people that come in and have not seen my most recent upload. I uploaded a little short video just a few minutes ago of me playing one of my favorite games, one of my favorite computer games of all time, Roller Coaster Tycoon 2. There's apparently a few more, but I don't play it, but I don't really know if I like those games. I've tried them and I just don't like them. So this is what I'm doing, is I'm going live and I'm also at the same time playing a game that, there are a few times where I might pause the game just to talk to you guys. But yeah. Those of you who may be coming in and just are now coming in and want to put a like on the live stream, you don't have to. Like I've said probably about a dozen times now, you don't have to. Every time I go live, you don't have to, but I definitely would appreciate it. Hey Aaron, you want to put a like on the stream? Feel free to do so. I do not mind at all. Oh, Claudia, I'm sorry, I don't understand your language. Could you please type in English if it's possible? Because I'm sorry, I just do not. What I'm pretty sure is that you're from France, and if that's true, and if you're French, then I simply just don't understand your language. I don't understand foreign language hardly at all. But that's okay. I don't mind you. Thank you for coming. You want to put a like on the stream? You don't have to. Also, you know what, Claudia, I'm gonna make you a standard mod, and if you want to, you can put the link to your channel up in the chat. If you upload videos, I'm guessing the Brazilian flag means that you're Brazilian. I'm guessing that's why you put the Brazilian flag up there in the live chat, is because you're Brazilian. Just if I'm right, then just say yes, or you can just say yes or no if I'm right. But thanks for joining anyways. And like I just said, if there's anybody that wants to, put the link to their channel in the chat, feel free to do so. I just want to see if I can get some of you guys some more subscribers, just like me, because I guess you could say at the beginning of the week I had 271 subscribers. Now I have 278, 279. That's mainly because I got a friend named James Gype who does live streams and allows people and helps people grow their channels on YouTube. And he's pretty cool, so I've been to some of his live streams this week, and that's why I have a few new subscribers. Okay, yeah, college football. I cannot believe that the NFL season has officially started. It seems like only yesterday that the Super Bowl was happening and Rihanna was playing the halftime show. I still can't believe it's already the beginning of football season. This year has gone by so fast. But hey, I'm glad that you were able to come here even for just a few minutes. I appreciate it. Anybody that comes in here that's an actual friend, unlike Hacker of Tomorrow, and who wants to leave a few like messages in the live chat, but then has to leave all of a sudden for some reason, then thank you for joining, even if it was for just a few minutes. But you guys know why I'm here. I'm just going to get into it. Wrestling Week in Review. Monday Night Raw. I mean, what can I say? It's been a little bit all over the place. It's either been pretty darn good. It's either been pretty darn good, decent, or just plain old bad. At least since WrestleMania, since the Raw after WrestleMania, it's either been good, it's either been very good, it's either been pretty darn good, okay / decent, or just bad. And it's definitely not. And this week's Monday Night Raw was not bad. Was not terrible. It wasn't good either. It was just, you know what. But there is something that happened. Guys, I don't know what happened. Apparently someone decided to turn off the live chat. I didn't do it. I didn't do it myself, but can y'all leave comments? Can y'all leave comments at all? Like, if you can't, if some of you guys, if there's someone that's here watching and they can't comment, and they have Messenger and whatnot, and they can message me via that way, then just tell me that way. That way I'll know. That way I'll know that it's. Yeah, apparently, yeah, like Aaron just did. Aaron was in the live chat and just now messaged me saying that the live chat was turned off and that nobody can type comments. Like, I didn't do it. I didn't turn off the live chat. Yeah, I didn't do it because my hands are basically right here. I don't touch my phone when I'm going live. I just leave it. Whenever I go live on Saturdays, my phone is literally right there, like on my laptop, perched up on my laptop, so I don't have to actually hold my phone with my hands. I can just leave it there, and I can talk to you guys this way. Because then that way my hands can be free to do stuff like this. Drink my, obviously you know what I drink, Powerade Zero, mixed berry flavor, but you know why I'm here. No, Hacker of Tomorrow, I did not. I'm sorry, but I did not because my hands are right here. Well, Aaron, it's back on now apparently because Hacker of Tomorrow just sent a comment. I didn't turn off live chat because my hands are right here and not touching my phone. So how can I do that? How could I have done it when my hands are literally right here? Oh, and don't say I used my mind, because that's just stupid. Whenever I go live on YouTube on Saturdays, I get my laptop out and I just perch my phone and then lay my phone on top of my laptop like this so I can. Well, Hacker of Tomorrow apparently can type comments. I don't know why he can and nobody else can't. Unless he's the one that's doing it, I'm just gonna. I'm just gonna. Why I cannot moderate this user? How can I not moderate this user? I'm the guy. This is my live stream. This is my live stream. If I don't want you here, then you're not gonna be here. And you won't be here. Unwanted commercial content or spam. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. Apparently, you guys can't comment in the live chat. I don't know what happened. I don't mess with my... Whenever I go live, I usually do not mess with my phone. When I go live on Saturdays, my hands are always free. So that way I can do whatever I want. That way I can... Okay, I got rid of Hacker of Tomorrow, so maybe that was the reason. Maybe he was the one. Maybe he was the reason. Who knows? But then let's get back on track. Monday Night Raw. It's not much I can really say. The one thing I will say that, and I know some people will call me out for this, and will say that, oh, this was a terrific segment. Miz gave an Oscar-worthy performance. Yeah, no. Don't you dare tell me that was okay. All it did was make Miz look petty and jealous that LA Knight got the win, and LA Knight, I'm glad LA Knight called Miz out for that stupidity. Literally, a Miz TV segment where he decided to interview an invisible John Cena, and then decided to pick a fight with said invisible Cena, delivering a skull-crushing finale, basically to himself, or to a invisible John Cena. Sorry to be putting everything in quotation marks, but geez, that's how stupid it was. Ugh. Oh, Aaron, you just send me a photo. I'll look at it after I'm done going live. But I'm sorry. But I hated it. It was stupid. I did not need to be seeing that. I'm glad I can't watch Monday Night Raw live on USA Network. I'm glad I don't have cable and that I don't have USA Network, because I don't think I would have liked to see that live. I do not believe I would have liked to see that live. Like, I'm sorry, but that's just the way I see it. You're not the real Matt Troyski in wrestling. So I'm just gonna time you out and I'm gonna hide you. Oh, and don't come after my cat again. We had this problem last week, and I blew my top, basically. And I basically blew my top. And I don't want to have to do it a second time on a live stream, simply because someone decided to go low and decided to talk about JJ again. I'm not going to start crying over JJ simply because I just said the name, but still, just don't do it. Don't do it. Don't go there, because it's not going to end well for you. Sorry, but yeah, like I said, that Miz TV segment was awful. I'm sorry. It's just We did not need to see that. Like I said, it basically made Miz to be petty and jealous. He was mad that LA Knight got the win instead of him at Payback, and so he needed to, quote, cheer himself up, so he needed, quote unquote, needed to do something to make himself feel good again, to make him feel good about himself again. And so hence the need to fight an invisible person that wasn't even there to begin with. John Cena was not there, and you cannot tell me that he was there and that I just couldn't see him. Of course I couldn't see him, because he wasn't there. He wasn't there to begin with, so I'm sorry if you guys want to tell me, oh, stop it, he was there, you just didn't see him. No, of course he wasn't there. Of course I didn't see him, because he wasn't there, and he never was there. And so Miz, I'm sorry, man, but you need to just grow up. So you lost. So Miz lost. So you lost to LA Knight at WrestleMania at Payback. So what? Grow a pair of balls. I mean, I thought you had some, but apparently you don't have any, because you had the stupidity to fight an invisible person on live TV. So why don't you just get yourself some actual balls, and not ones that your wife made for you, and get a life. Stop trying to be relevant, because it's not working. Whatever you're doing, it's not working. I mean, The Miz gets upset every time somebody gets even a shred of popularity at his expense. He gets mad, he throws a temper tantrum. I mean, look, he's a good heel. He's the perfect WWE heel. Cheats to win, gets mad at everything, and everybody. Every time someone says something mean and hurtful about him, he blows his top off. And it's okay, but it's when he gets to doing stuff like this where it's cringe and it doesn't work. Sorry, but it doesn't work. Other than that, Raw was actually not bad. The main event was great. Gunther and look, I'm sorry, and I know there were some people that are probably like, oh, Gunther should just hold the Intercontinental title forever and should just walk into WrestleMania having won the Royal Rumble as Intercontinental Champion, main event night 1, face Seth Rollins and win the title and win the world title, and then leave WrestleMania as a double champ. No, I do not believe that needs to happen. I do believe that Gunther needs to drop the title. Now, I know that there are also some people that are like, okay, if he does drop the title to someone like, say, Chad Gable, which I think he probably should, will WWE keep doing what they were doing? Will WWE keep the Intercontinental Championship's importance as with Gable as champion? Will the same, I guess, I don't know what the word I'm trying to think of. It's like they put a lot of time and effort into Gunther as IC champion. Will they put that same time and effort into Chad Gable as champion? I actually don't know. But I'm just telling you right now, he deserves it. Okay? Gunther has broken the record for the longest reign as Intercontinental Champion. What more is there for him to do with the title? Nothing. He broke the record. Now it's time to get the title off of him onto somebody else, because he's clearly going to be going on to better things next year. Next year, he's going to be hopefully facing Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship. I don't know if they're going to have him drop the title before that. Maybe they have him drop it to Shinsuke. I don't know. Maybe Shinsuke never wins a world title. Maybe Shinsuke goes his entire WWE career having not won a world or heavyweight or universal championship, which is preposterous, which is stupid, because WWE should not be dropping the ball on such a talented wrestler simply because A, he's not American and he's foreign, and number two, they just don't care. They just couldn't care. All they care about is Roman Reigns, the Bloodline, Judgment Day, Gunther, and not much else. They don't really care about anything else. Everything else, and Seth Rollins, everything else is just WWE has those few superstars that they are so invested in right now that it basically makes it near impossible for them to get invested in anybody else. And that means that every other wrestler that can be booked is either booked stupid or is made to look like garbage. Sorry, but yeah, I do believe Gunther should drop the title to Chad Gable. Now, will they make Chad Gable look like a strong champion, or will they job him out to some other guy quicker than you can say Sandstorm? I don't know. But I do want to see that match, and I do want to see Chad Gable actually beat Gunther for the title. I do want to see that happen. They should do it at Fastlane, because basically they've only had 3 matches. I know some people will say that the 5-minute challenge that Gunther set for Chad Gable, he won, and then Gunther had the match restarted, and he won. That was, I believe that to be just one match, and not 2 separate matches, because it was basically one match that was restarted. So it was pretty much the same match, just restarted. So technically, it's in my mind, that's just one match. And then they had the count out win where Gunther basically got beat for the first time in singles action on the main roster since coming up to the main roster. And then you have this match this past Monday for the title. And because he beat Chad Gable on that night, he became the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion of all time. Hey Austin, you want to leave a like? Feel free to do so. If you want to put the link to your channel up in the chats, feel free to do so. I do not mind at all. Just want to see if I can get some of you guys some more subscribers. And other than that, it was not a bad Raw. So if I had to rate Monday Night Raw this week, 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10. Now, NXT, oh boy. Just like Monday Night Raw, NXT was interesting. And one of the reasons is not a good reason. It's not a good reason. Ooh, baby. And I want to thank a friend of mine named Dino Man, for showing me the video, for telling me and showing me the video. And boy, did that look brutal. Man, you want to talk about a moment? You want to talk about an unexpected moment and like a shocker of a moment? Braun Breaker versus this. I'm going to talk about this match and the subsequent after the match shenanigans that happened. Braun Breaker versus Von Wagner, a no DQ match in the main event of NXT. Basically, it was a hellacious match. Oh, hey, Dino Man. There's no messaging. It's just not messaging me. I'm guessing you're watching. I don't know if you're watching, but if you are, then and you want to leave a like, feel free to do so. But hey, I didn't know you were. I didn't know you were watching. Just that I haven't seen you type in the chat. Yeah, I know you're still here, Austin. If you wanna put a like, on the chat, feel free to do so. You don't have to. I know right now there's at least 2 people watching, and there's only 2 likes from other people that were on the live stream before. So if you want to leave a like, feel free to do so. But yeah, the Von Wagner versus Braun Breaker in the main event of NXT this week in an ODQ match. It was a great match. It's letting Austin comment. Austin's commenting. Austin Benninger, are you still here? Are you still able to comment? Just type in yes if it is allowing you to do so. Because apparently Austin's still commenting, because I've gotten like 2 comments from him since he started watching, but I don't know what's going on. Earlier, Aaron was telling me that it was not letting people comment, and I don't know what was going on there, but eventually it corrected itself, but now I guess it's not letting people comment again. I don't know. But yeah, the main... Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, so apparently Austin can comment. I don't know what the problem is with you, Dino Man, why it's not letting you comment, why it's letting certain people comment and not other people. But I don't know. But yeah, the main event of NXT, Von Wagner versus Braun Breaker in an ODQ match that was a great match. And the ending of the match saw Braun Breaker perform a low blow to Von Wagner and then a hellacious spear. And I'm just going to say this right now. I think Braun Breaker has one of the best spears in the business right now in WWE, even better than Bobby Lashley and Roman Reigns, just because of the power and the force that it's like getting hit by a freight train. It's like getting hit by a freight train. It's like getting hit by a train coming at you at like 60 miles an hour, like 70 miles an hour. No, scratch that. It's like getting hit by a train coming at you at 100 miles an hour. It's that good. But he won the match, and now here's where things got really ugly. After the match, Braun Breaker decided, I'm not done with this guy. I'm going to beat him up some more. So he hit him with a steel chair, threw Vaughn into the steel steps, and then, I guess, uncoupled the steel steps, placed Von Wagner's head on the bottom part of the steel steps, took the top part of the steel steps, and decided to ram the top part of the steel steps which were in his hand onto Von Wagner's head. Immediately, the screen goes black. Big Joseph, one of the commentators, you can clearly hear him say, "You SOB, you SOB." Baron Corbin, who was on commentary with Vic and Booker, was saying, "Oh, I didn't think he'd do it. I can't believe he did it." And as soon as I saw that, I immediately thought to myself, holy shit, did Braun literally just commit murder on live TV? Like, I don't think he actually did. I don't think he actually killed the guy, but they're gonna make it seem like he did. 'Cause, man, I've never seen that in professional wrestling ever. I don't think I've ever seen that happen. I don't think I've seen anything like that happen ever. That was amazing. And I mean, there wasn't really much else. There was a match between Dragon Lee and Mustafa Ali with Dirty Dominic Mysterio as guest referee, and I'm guessing the winner of that match gets a one-on-one opportunity at Dominic Mysterio's championship at the next NXT pay-per-view, No Mercy. So I'm gonna be looking forward to that. I'm going to be looking forward to that match. And I think Mustafa Ali won, so that means that he's going to get a match against Dominic at the next pay-per-view, at the next NXT pay-per-view, which I'm excited for, because my thought process going into this title reign of his is that they wanted a moment. They wanted a moment of him lose. A moment, and they got that moment with Dominic Mysterio basically winning basically winning the North American Championship the same way that Damian Priest and Finn Balor won the tag team titles, basically just by using the numbers advantage to their game, the numbers game to their advantage. And they booed the hell out of him that night. And it was great. But yeah, it was a great moment. It was a good moment. So, not much else happened, I'm guessing. Also, from what I saw from Thea Hale and JC Jane, they might be turning Thea Hale heel because when she went out to the ring for her match with Gigi Dolan, she basically threw the little megaphone that she almost always has at ringside. She just threw it aside. Basically, JC Jane was telling her, hey, you should probably throw that aside. You don't need that anymore. Like, I'm interested to see what they're doing with JC Jane and Thea Hale. If their object is to turn her heel, then they could be using her losses to Tiffany Stratton as the reason for her turning heel. It's like she's lost twice now in 2 high-profile matches for the NXT Women's Championship, and she's just in such a funk and such a depression, and she's willing to do just about anything now to prove that she's got what it takes. And I guess JC Jane is basically taking her under her wing, and I'm interested to see where it goes. But other than that, nothing else really happened. But just those 3 moments, those 3 matches, just those 3 moments alone, the Wesley Ali versus Dragon Lee match. And also we got a match. There's going to be a match between Wesley and Ilya Dragunov, where the winner gets a shot at Carmelo Hayes' championship also at No Mercy, which I'm guessing is later this month. So I'm hopeful, maybe. I don't know who's going to win. I don't know who's going to win that match. But if it is Ilya Dragunov, then both superstars have now faced, now Wesley has now faced Carmelo Hayes like 3 different times. 3 different times, I think. And then, let's see. Now, Ilya's faced Carmelo Hayes once, so So I don't really know who wins that match, and I don't really care because I like both of them. And I think either of them facing, I mean, Carmelo Hayes versus Ilya Dragunov may have been one of the best matches, one of the best NXT title matches in a long time. Yeah, and if I had to rate NXT this week, I would rate it a 6, 7.5 out of 10. Maybe just for that moment at the end of the night where Braun Breaker just decided to just decided to just kill off Von Wagner for maybe a period of time. I don't know if that's what's going to happen. That they're just going to kill off Von Wagner for a while and then have him return, like they've done so many times with other superstars. Like they'll kill somebody off for a few weeks with like an injury angle or something. But if that's what their plan is, I don't mind. It's not like I care about Von Wagner too much. But yeah, and now AEW Dynamite. There's nothing much really happened. We got the Grand Slam AEW World Championship title tournament, where, like, we had Nick Wayne in this tournament. Like, what has Nick Wayne done to get a shot at the AEW World Championship? Clearly, he was never going to win, but still, why did he deserve even a match that could potentially get him a shot at the title? Why did he even need to be? Yeah, like, why did he deserve to be in that tournament at all? Why did Darby Allin deserve to be in that title match, in that tournament? Because he just lost to Luchasaurus for the TNT title at All Out. Like, he's been jobbing out a lot recently. He's been losing a lot recently, and they shouldn't be putting him in matches that you either know he's gonna win, that are just too predictable, that you know he's gonna lose, and then you're supposed to put him in this world title tournament and make it seem like he deserves a shot at the world title when he's been losing a lot of his matches recently, including his most recent one, like I just said. If anything, I would have put Luchasaurus in this match, in this title tournament. Either that or Christian, because at least they deserve a shot at the world title. Even if they don't win the tournament, which is obviously, I'm pretty sure what's not going to happen. They're going to have Samoa Joe win, but I would have put either Christian or just Luchasaurus in this match, in this tournament. But no, they decided to go with perennial jobbers that are not going to that were never either going to go past the first or second round. Like, we all know whoever Darby Allin faces, Darby Allin's facing Roderick Strong. Roderick Strong is going to win. I think it's going to be Roderick Strong versus Samoa Joe in the finals of the tournament. Samoa Joe's going to win, and then we're going to get Samoa Joe versus MJF at Grand Slam. It's predictable because they pretty much already made it clear that that's what their intentions are. And not that I mind, because their promo segment this Wednesday night was good, and all of the promo segments that we got on Wednesday were actually very good. Not that the in-ring action was great or anything, but the promo battle segments we got were pretty good. Swerve may have hit probably the best promo of his AEW career so far. I mean, that may be stretching it out just a bit. That may be stretching it just a bit, but I don't know. Guys, I suddenly decided to start playing this a little bit more. But yeah, nothing much really happened. Nothing much really happened on AEW Dynamite this past week. But hey, it's not, I mean, I can't complain. I don't watch AEW Dynamite like most people do, like a lot of people do. But I mainly just watch it. I mainly just watch it on their YouTube channel. I'll just watch, like WWE does, and just like WWE does. They after their show is over, after their show is over, they will post the clips of the highlight clips of all the of all the segments and matches for that night's show. And that's basically how I watch Dynamite. And from there, I can sort of get a good feel as to how good either the show either was or wasn't. And so I guess just based off of the promo segments, the segments that we got, all the promos that we got that were so good, because of that, I may just give the show just like a 6.5 out of 10. Because it wasn't great in any way, shape, or form, but it wasn't like it was bad or anything. But definitely not good. And another thing that I really want to talk about is just the women in AEW. They need to be booked so much better. I'm sorry if it sounds too much to ask for. Like if it's asking I'm sorry. I'm not sorry if it seems like I'm asking way too much of AEW to just do one simple thing when I'm pretty sure that it's not possible for them to do it, because it's not possible for them to even care. But I mean, they should care. They should care. Okay, if AEW wants to succeed, they need to book their women stronger, better, and in actual storylines that make sense. No more of this triple threat or fatal 4-way or fatal 5-way or no more random trios matches or tag team matches or triple threats or fatal 4-ways to determine the next challenger for either the TBS or the AEW Women's Championship. Have someone come out there during a Saraya or Chris Statlander segment and say, hey, and just attack Saraya or Chris Statlander. Say, look, and in Soraya's case, she's a heel, so basically say, hey, I'm tired of your BS, I'm tired of your crap, I'm tired of you thinking that you can just walk all over this women's division, and I want a shot at your title. And because of that, I want a shot at your title. I mean, that would be a good reason for someone wanting a shot at Saraya, because they're tired of her just walking all over the women's division and just tired of all the crap that she and Tony and Ruby have done. Even though I think Tony Storm is no longer with the Outcasts, I think it's pretty much a done deal now that they're basically out, that her partnership with the Outcasts is done and she's out. But apparently Saraya and Ruby are still a thing, are still together. So and this upcoming Wednesday, they're having a fatal 4-way match to determine who will be Saraya's next challenger. First challenge as champion. The only person that even makes a lick of sense is Tony Storm, and yet 3 out of the 4 women in that match were a part of the match at All In, like Tony Storm, Hikaru Shida, and Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. Are these the only women you have? And Nyla Rose. What the hell has Nyla Rose done to get a shot at Saraya's AEW World Championship? Let alone what has she done to even receive a match where she could potentially get a shot at Saraya's AEW Women's Championship? What has she done? Nothing. She's either been losing a lot or she hasn't been on TV, period. So what has she done to deserve a shot at, what has Dr. Britt Baker done? What has Britt Baker done to earn a shot at the World Championship? Oh, she's a former AEW Women's World Champion. Oh, Hikaru Shida is a former 2-time Women's World Champion in AEW. So that's the reason why they get a shot, because they are former AEW Women's Champions. That's not enough, okay? You can't keep putting the exact same women in matches and expect us to believe that they deserve a shot at Saraya's new World AEW Women's Championship. You can't not if they've been losing like 80% of their matches recently. I mean, when's the last time Britt Baker actually won a match? That was a singles match, not a quote-unquote tag team or trios match, which she did win last night on Rampage in what was, I thought, a terrible match because the wrong team won. I mean, Taya Valkyrie is a woman who I think should be competing for a women's world championship, but have they been building her up as a strong, credible challenger to anybody's titles? No, they have not, because if I'm not mistaken, she going into that match last night, she was like 10-7. She won like I can't remember. No, I don't even know how many matches she's actually. Yeah, I think.
It's almost 4 o'clock, so we need to go ahead and start getting ready to pack up and head home, because it's going to take about 45 minutes or so to get over there.
Okay. I mean, what has she done? Nothing. She's had 10 wins, 7 losses. So what's like, why isn't she being built up more? I mean, they should be building up some of their women as credible challengers, and they can't just keep using the exact same women over and over and over again, because they just don't care enough to build up other stars. I'm gonna hold my anger in. Because you're not worth it. You're not worth it, you idiot. But yeah, I'm sorry, but they need to start building up their women's division a lot better. AEW needs to. Like, I'm sorry, but oh, hey Jason, I'm just now getting to AEW, and I was just talking about their women's division. Like, apparently this upcoming Wednesday, you got a fatal 4-way match to determine Saraya's first challenge as AEW Women's Champion. Now, the only person that makes sense to win this match is Toni Storm. You got Toni Storm, Hikaru Shida, Britt Baker, and Nyla Rose. Now, Hikaru Shida and Britt Baker were just in a match for the AEW Women's Championship at All In. They lost. Why do they deserve a shot? Nyla Rose, she's either been losing or has not been on television at all, so why does she get a shot? Like, it baffles my mind where they can't build new stars and they just wind up going to the same stars over and over and over again, because they either just don't care enough to build new stars, or they're just too lazy, which is basically the same thing. Being lazy and not caring, basically the same thing. But all in all, I would give AEW a 6.5 out of 10. Last night, Friday Night SmackDown. Was it a good SmackDown? It actually was a pretty good SmackDown. It actually wasn't that bad. I'm not gonna lie. It wasn't a bad SmackDown, so I will give it that. Austin Theory and Grayson Waller, they do seem like a good team. They definitely seem like a good team. So I'm very much excited to see what they do. Obviously, LA Knight was going to win his match with Austin Theory. I think it was pretty clear that LA Knight was going to win against Austin Theory, even with the supposed LA Knight, even with the supposed Grayson Waller interference. We got a pretty decent main event match with Jey Uso and AJ Styles. That was not a bad main event. By far. That was not a bad main event. I'm not gonna lie. So that's definitely a positive for me. So yeah. Did you watch Friday Night SmackDown, Jason? Or have you seen like the highlights of it, and what did you think of it? Because I'm gonna be going soon, so I'm gonna have to turn this off soon, end this live stream soon. But I wanted to get your thoughts. Apparently next week, we're getting a rematch between LA Knight and The Miz. LA Knight's gonna win for sure, again, and Miz is again going to cry. Oh, Jason, if you're here, did you see that moment on NXT? On NXT between Braun Breaker and Von Wagner? Did you see that, or have you heard of that moment? Have you heard people talk about that moment as NXT was going off the air, where Von Wagner basically got creamed on the steel steps by Braun Breaker, basically? Many people are saying that he basically murdered the guy. I don't think he did that per se, but I do believe he killed him off for maybe a few weeks or so. That's what I think. But yeah, and then the Miz TV segment from Monday Night Raw, which was like completely stupid and unnecessary and whatnot. Yeah, but if I had to rate Friday Night SmackDown, it would get a 6 out of 10. Wasn't bad, wasn't good, but it wasn't bad either. But it was pretty decent, so it's 6 out of 10. Mainly for the main event, the interaction between LA Knight and company, and then Asuka came back. Asuka is back, and apparently we're going to get a match between her and Asuka and Io for the women's title on next week's SmackDown. I don't know why they can't just book it for Fastlane. Maybe they are. Maybe it's going to involve some shenanigans, and then Asuka and Io get booked for Fastlane. I don't know why they were not just booking it Fastlane just not forget, and just, I don't know what their minds are like, but I want to thank you guys for coming. I'm gonna be going. I'm gotta go soon, so I'm gonna have to end this live stream now. So, but yeah, definitely want to thank everybody for coming. Definitely is a good. And until next time, and I guess now 54 minutes, which is a good time. And I guess until next time, I'll see next time I decide to go live, whether it's for a workout live stream or for a gaming live stream, which I have started up again. I do not know, but hopefully it'll be soon. I will see you guys later, and until next time, bye guys. See you guys later.